Welcome to today's news. The news headline: Real reasons Buhari government still holds Nnamdi Kanu in custody, Ipob says. Now to the news details. The indigenous people of Biafra, Ipob, revealed why the president, Muhammadu Buhari-led federal government, is still holding its leader, Nnamdi Kanu, in custody. Ipob's spokesman, Ima Powerful, said the federal government was holding on to Kanu in a bid to infiltrate the group and destroy it from within. In a statement, Powerful said the federal government was annoyed with Kanu for refusing to accept monetary and property endorsements. According to Powerful, the attention of the global movement and family of the indigenous people of Biafra, Ipob, has been drawn to the secret plans by the Buhari government and its Fulani kinsmen to illegally detain our leader, Nnamdi Kanu, for as long as possible. Their annoyance with our leader is his blunt refusal to take properties and monetary endorsements offered him to abandon the struggle for Biafra liberation. The federal government decided to hold our leader indefinitely to see if it can possibly infiltrate the ranks of our great movement and destroy it from inside while our leader is in custody. The federal government is also relying on the promise by some traitors and black sheep in America and Europe that they would assist it to realize the evil plot. The promise was made to the federal government during their secret visit to Aso Rock last December. We are also aware that the federal government has been lobbying the international community to enlist their support against Biafra liberation, but they won't succeed. Therefore, anybody distracting or causing division in the Ipob family is a tool, knowingly or unknowingly, working for the federal government of Nigeria. The fact remains that Biafra is a divine project. It has gone beyond any single individual, including our leader. Millions of the oppressed Biafran youths, home and abroad, are now more aware and conscious than ever. It's only a matter of time. Biafra must come. It can only be delayed, but certainly not suppressed. The Ipob members came out to review why President Muhammadu Buhari and his so-called led government are still holding the Ipob leader in custody. Reason being that the Ipob leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, has refused to accept the monetary and property endorsements. He has refused to accept the money that the federal government are giving him in a bid to stop this Biafra agitation. But the people came up and said, no, we are going to fight and make sure that Biafra come to stay. Our president, Nnamdi Kanu, will not stoop solo to accept any form of bribe. And the Ipob has also drawn to the secret plans by the Buhari government and his Fulani kinsmen to illegally detain our leader Nnamdi Kanu for as long as possible. They know that once they release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, everything will come to power. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is the only one those people can listen to. And they know once he's been released, those people will hearken to him and do whatsoever he asks them to do. Millions of the oppressed Biafran youths, home and abroad, are now more aware and conscious than ever. It is only a matter of time. Biafra must come. Biafra has come to stay. It cannot go anywhere. So, the federal government should not try to bribe the Ipob president. The federal government is detaining Kanu for refusing to accept financial endorsement. The federal government was detained, the federal government was detaining Mazi Nnamdi Kanu because he refused to accept properties and monetary endorsements offered him to abandon the struggle for Biafra liberation. The group accused the federal government of taking such action of indefinitely holding its leader in order to forcibly infiltrate the ranks of its great movement and destroy it from inside while its leader is in custody. We are aware that the federal government has been lobbying internationally to enlist their support against Biafra liberation, but they won't succeed. Our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, must be released unconditionally, so the federal government will achieve their aim, because our leader Kanu and Ipob members committed no crime known to law, both locally and internationally. Again, we want to raise the alarm that the Department of State Services has concluded plans to hold and keep torturing 3 innocent Igbo women in solitary confinement without allowing them out of their tiny cell at all. These innocent women were being held under such conditions because they have refused to lie against our leader. So the DSS intend to break their spirits. Their annoyance with our leader is his blunt refusal to take properties and monetary endorsements offered him to abandon the struggle for Biafra liberation. The DSS is going to courts and obtaining black market orders to detain Biafrans indefinitely. And one of the judges issuing such orders is Justice Maha of Federal High Court, Abuja. The world should be aware of this. They must be made to account for their crimes. The Ipob spokesperson is crying out loud that both the Ipob members, locally and internationally, have come to know the reason why the Ipob leader is being detained. The Ipob leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, has been in the custody for a while now, and prior to this, he has been refused to be released by the federal government, and the federal government has also been taking steps to bribe him so as not to speak out. And also, the DSS came out with 3 women, to lie against the Ipob leader, in which those ones decided not to. What's your view on this? Please kindly share your view with us. Thank you.